Inakwaja tonga nguvu. I go by the name of Ochino, the only Kenyan who is a man, a boy, and also a friend. And of course, we are very privileged again to have the one and only Mr. George Aliet. When you heard him the last time, Ali sparked a lot of division in the comment section, but that division tunaita ni reactions, genuine reactions for the people who are watching. And we have him today, but we'll reach out akuhesitate kufika. Mr. Aliet.
Yes.
Shukran sana first for coming again.
Yes.
At least venye nilisema last time sisi ni ndogo.
Yes.
But hatukuwa wadogo venye tulikuwa last time. Sisi ni wadogo wakubwa kidogo.
Yes.
Yeah. How have you been anyway since the last time tulika?
I'm okay from the time we did engage and this progression. Yes.
Yeah. Sasa nilipitia pale kwenyu where I got to meet you first of all at the Bunge La Mwananchi platform in Jivanji.
Yes.
Na saizi tunaona ni kama people are not commenting mostly on the national issues as you have been doing.
Yes.
It's because of the current elections zenye mko napo hapo bunge.
Yes.
A lot of people wako wanajua in Bunge La Mwananchi you also have a structured leadership.
Yes.
Now that you have elections, at least saizi watu wanajua.
Yes.
You're going to choose, Bunge La Mwananchi is going to choose a new president.
Yes.
A new executive office.
Yes.
But from what I've been observing in the Bunge La Mwananchi platform is that a lot of people who comment,
yes,
there are those who are pro-government and those who are pro-opposition.
Yes.
Be it as it may,
yes,
each and every person lazima ukuwe na msimamo.
Yes.
Na inamaanisha the new president is going to be elected atatoka in either of the faction, either pro-government or pro-opposition.
Yes.
Paint for me a scenario, ikienda both ways.
Yes.
How does it influence Bunge La Mwananchi strength and also the comments that will be going on at the Bunge La Mwananchi platform?
Okay. Thank you very much. Just the way you've said it. As a social justice movement, we always have a structure. However much it is an amorphous movement. But then we do elections every 2 years. And because we don't have a legal framework that is enshrined in the law, we go by traditions. So our tradition dictates every 2 years we do elections. And the election entails electing the president, the speaker of the assembly, the national coordinator, as well as the women rep. The office elected might decide to come up with the executive structure. At times they nominate the ministers. So, and whichever thing that existing office decides so. Now, as you know, that platform is on the basis of trying to articulate issues and push social welfare of the general public. But then, as you know, human being is habitual. When the discussions are brought on the table, at one point they tend to be pegged on the national contemporary setups. So we tend to discuss much about the national affairs, more so on the governance. But when it comes to our elections, many a times, like now, even if you go and do coverage there, you'll not get any coverage or any debate targeting the national politics. It is purely the Bunge politics.
Yeah.
And the most emotive one is the presidential one. Now, let's say we are going to go to an election on 29th of this month. That's this August 2025. And equally, we are late by some weeks because always, as our tradition entails, we are supposed to do elections in August 15th. Now, because of the things we couldn't avoid.
Yeah.
But now, I'm seeing it this way as an aspirant. In fact, I'm a serious aspirant that wants to clinch the seat based on so many parameters.
Yeah.
But that one aside, in an event we are going to go to an election, then it happens the government clinches it. From where I sit, I tend to think we should bring back the glory of Bunge La Mwananchi, where we discuss issues. Because in that platform, there are elites, there are professionals. But when it takes the dimension it has taken now, the list tends to sigh off. They don't want to be engaged with the nonsensical issues. And so, in an event, I emerge the victor. What I want to bring back to the Bunge La Mwananchi is constructive debate. Let me be pro-government. Let me give out, disseminate issues that are positive and factual.
Yeah.
And let me say, somebody's in the opposition. I expect in my leadership, they have to articulate issues that are factual and issue-based. Yes, like if at all, let's say, for example, they want to discuss SHA, let there be factual information about SHA. Where the government is failing, this will be factual. so that it forms the basis of how the government should correct what is emotive. Yeah, so that's the way it is. But now let me say this. I'm saying I'm pro-government anyway.
Yeah.
And in fact, the dimension of politics of Bunge now is the opposition at the government, period. There's nothing like you have policies, you have what. Now, these are the nitty-gritties that can make somebody be elected are also there.
Yeah.
But let me say, from the way I see it, the opposition has mounted a very serious campaign, indirectly. Because even from the way we started registering 2 days ago, in fact, the people who were imported voters, that is even against the IBC rules under the tradition of Bunge La Mwananchi.
Yeah.
Is people from the government, the opposition side. The government side is in slumber.
Yeah.
And if you check it categorically, majority who are vying are coming from the government sides. So that one is calling for, in an event, a candidate emerges a victor from the government side, a candidate who doesn't fit the bill. Of course, I'm a candidate, I should not trying to castigate other worthy competitors.
Yeah.
But in an event we get a candidate that doesn't fit the bill, I can tell you, the government's lose it.
Yeah.
Because like now, as we are talking now, social media has taken over the mainstream media. It has taken. And based on the way they are almost convenient, they are always everywhere, they've overtaken the mainstream media. And they give raw data. The mainstream media, they tend to do what? To synthesize and gives it out as per the opinion of the editor.
Yeah.
So, like now, if you check, the social media has overtaken the mainstream media. And so, Bunge La Mwananchi has become the epitome of where the nations get the information at fingertips. Now, if you check the whole issue, another thing that is also coming in, where Bunge La Mwananchi comes in to do what? To take over the information dissemination, even from our normal organs like the legislature, is that the bylaws or the bills our MPs are passing in parliament, they are very good bills, but they cannot go to the general public to defend them.
Yeah.
So the only avenue the government can get that one from is that platform, Bunge La Mwananchi. Yes. And the only thing it requires is a leader who is serious, who is mature, who is knowledge, and who doesn't have personal issues. Like, for example, you can be a leader, but you are personal.
Yeah.
So when a salvo comes from the opposition, you get irritated. You will not be solving anything. So that's where the buck stops. If at all it happens, it is taken by the opposition, I can tell you. Both Bunge La Mwananchi and the national setup is done. In terms of how the national information dissemination is going to be. Unaelewa?
Yeah.
But in an event, it is taken by somebody from the government who doesn't fit the bill also, then we are done. Because there are people there, I think with this long time you've been there, you understand. There's somebody who, when he's in the podium and he wants to articulate issues, everybody's quiet.
Yeah.
The opposition and the government side are quiet. But there's somebody who, when it comes to start propagating government ideals, that person will not even take a minute there. Now, let me ask you, if that person gets the opportunity to be elected because of some other issues, do you think they can defend these other people? They can't. You've seen a scenario where somebody is talking from the government side, he will literally be sat down.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? But there are people, when they come to the platform to talk, or even if they come now to give direction, people listens. So that's the nature we expect of Bunge La Mwananchi, so that it becomes beneficial to the Bunge members, the general public, and the government per se. Because equally, those who are in the opposition, they are our brothers, they are our sisters. What they mean is well for this country, but when they are giving wrong information, we have to counter them.
Yeah.
But we counter them with for sobriety, issue-based.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the way it is. So as of now, you cannot bake your cake and eat it. But you do your due diligence. If you do your due diligence on the ground, you'll realize I'm a front runner with others. But that's what they say that our computers are not worthy. Are you getting that? The end is going to justify the means. At the end of the day, the ballot will speak. Yeah. That is going to be on 29th. Yeah. So I only beseech those who are in the opposition side, because we know them. There are those who are being bankrolled by Mheshimiwa Wanjigi. There are those being bankrolled by Agnes Kagure. There are those who are being bankrolled by the gubernatorial aspirant, Mr. Waweru. There are those who are being bankrolled by proxies of gachagua. What we request as Bunge members, let us bankroll somebody who's worthy. When he assumes the leadership, he can ensure Bunge remains afloat, as well as the national issues are being disseminated of the content that is consumable by the general public for our country to have sanity.
Yeah.
If it is the government, let them have somebody who, however much they have their interest, but this interest should not supersede the interest of everybody in the public. It doesn't matter whether somebody is in the opposition or in the government.
Yeah.
Yes.
So maybe, if I'm getting you right,
Yes.
you're saying that the government, wakilala,
Yes.
the opposition can take the presidency of Bunge La Mwananchi.
Absolutely, and very fast.
Yeah, that in the long run can jeopardize the information that will be disseminated in the Bunge La Mwananchi platform.
Yes. The truth of the matter is, I can tell you have been there for some times. Like now, I've kept you waiting for 1 hour. Reasoning being, there are voters who've been imported to come to register. And if you check, they belong to an aspirant who is pro the opposition. So the only thing what I've done, because however much I'm an aspirant and an old member, they consider me to be an elder.
Yeah.
Whenever there's an emotive thing there, they literally consult me. It doesn't matter from which divide they come from. So they called me through the chair. I walked in there. What I did tell them, they've been given the mandate by Bunge members to foresee the elections. The nitty-gritties are prone to be there. Now the only thing they need to do from the onset, let them handle that issue the way it can. Let them stamp the authority and give direction so that they ensure the process is done.
Yeah.
If they feel voters will not be imported, let them stand by that. If they feel voters will be allowed to come in, they stand by that. Are you getting that? Because at the end of the day, we need that election to be over.
Yeah.
We don't need push and pull. Yes, so that's the way it is. But as it stands now, as what we are talking now, we are almost 4 candidates or 5.
Yeah.
Who everybody is saying we are being supported by the government. Even me. But I can swear to you, I've never met any one of the government officials. However much I'm vocal, and I call myself number 9 striker.
Yeah.
I've not met them.
Yeah.
But because of the kind of politics I do, organic politics, they come over, they don't come, they didn't tell me to run. Are you getting that? If they come, that's a blessing. If they don't come, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'll handle it the way it comes. Yes. The only concern is if we give room, because if somebody is sponsoring a unit, that person has personal interest.
Yeah.
You don't just assume it. But I can tell you, either me or any other person they feel fit, if they don't chip in as early as 8, we are done.
So don't you think you have clearly said that there's some people from the opposition, some principals in the opposition who are bankrolling candidates, who are Bunge La Mwananchi members to stand for president.
Yes.
But now on the government side, it's like they're not interested or they're not showing interest in any way. Is there a little interest from the government, or if it's there, should they now see who is pro-government, this Bunge La Mwananchi platform, who have shown interest to vie for the presidency? Should they make everyone who is pro-government, waungane wa nominate one person so that the government can push a strong candidacy for the Bunge La Mwananchi presidency? Or should they leave the people who are pro-government in the Bunge La Mwananchi presidency, kila mtu angangane kivyake, so that whoever wins akwe from the who is propagating government issues, pro-government, but akwe ni something that is open for the Bunge La Mwananchi voters? Wanafaa wachague mtu, nominate one person so that each and every person mwenye akona presidency ambitions, I drop it down, maybe I join the executive or support this one person, or should it be open even if it's pro-government?
What I can tell you for a fact, according to me, if they are interested, they've not shown. Because in the Bunge setup, those who are pro-government are very conspicuous, both in body, language, IQ. I'm not bragging. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But now, if I tell you, I don't know whether they are interested, that one I'm waiting to see. Because as of now, there's nothing. And that one I'll bring you to even the previous events.
Yeah.
We did come up with an IBC. The IBC, out of the 7 slots, I can tell you, the people who are nominated around 4 or 5 are anti-government. Yes. And when they were being proposed on the floor there, they are being proposed by those who are against the government. Yeah. And that day, money was there. So with some of us, we remain to be observers. But of course, we are in that. It is not a life and death to me. We walk along.
Yeah.
So what I know, if it comes to nomination, ideally that's the way negotiated democracy works. Like now, for example, in the opposition, there are so many people. But if you get the way they are talking, when it was coming to forming the IBC, they were one. And of course, we know one another.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day now, even the registration, the way they are doing it, it is like they are fronting two likely candidates. Subject to one is even going to drop. It is a strategy of doing what? Bringing voters together. Our end, there's nothing that is feasible there. Because there's nothing we talk, we observe, we deal with these people, we understand them. I think it could be probably we have value when we are doing what? When we are pushing the agenda.
Yeah.
When the basis of how that agenda is being pushed, they don't see. That's from my take. Because if at all they had the serious interest that I see, that I think that should be there. Even at this point in time, they should have even called us.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? Then tells us, my friend, we've seen you, because they know all of us.
Yeah.
They know us. That place, we have every intelligence reporter there. They could have even told us, okay, guys, this point in time, however much this is a social justice movement, but you already you've made this country have a step toward, through non-state actors and state actors, what we do, we need to have one candidate. Or even if that one is not there, even the movement will show you. Because there, we used to deal with Kibichu. I've told you I've been there for some time.
Yeah.
Even IBC, Kibichu used to bankroll. Are you getting that? So the uniqueness of this, it could be they've not seen the time as ripe. Yes. I think they are even waiting for us to knock those ballot boxes.
Yeah.
It could be that's also another strategy. But if it has to go under due process, my friend, it has to be progressive from the day one.
Yeah.
Like now, if we don't register voters, even voter registration for the members who are there, somebody will tell you, my friend, I can register or I cannot. Because I have not seen somebody to vote for.
Yeah.
Not that they don't know you. You've not bought porridge there. So somebody's telling you, and if you buy porridge, now I've gotten the person I'm going to vote for, he's going to register.
True.
So if they fail, myself, it is not mandatory they have to support me. But I just think, based on what I've seen going on there, not that those who are pro-opposition are bad people, but some of them act from an informed point of view. Because somebody will give an information there. This information from the onset is wrong. And when you now take time to validate it, is when you see people are seeing sense.
Yeah.
So now we have a situation where a president that is elected there is against the government. My friend, it is always hell. We've had that before, so I know what I'm telling you. Because one, he'll ensure you are not given platform there to talk.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They ensure you don't talk.
So it's like they'll do more of gagging.
Yes. Two, they can ensure if you are aggressive, they ensure they bring goons. When you are manhandled once, you now don't want to come there.
Yeah.
So, but even if you come, you are now docile. So that's the way our setup is. But I believe going forward from now, they are going to come up and they are going to handle that. Now, the only uniqueness I'm seeing with this kind of setup, when we did have Kibichu, we did have Itai Ringu, the OP was acting there.
Yeah.
In fact, even without polarization of our politics, whenever our people walked into them, they were looking for valuable people to support. So because there's always an NSIS there. Because what they believe in, and the right information should be given to the general public for consumption.
Yeah.
And even now, you people, the media family, you've taken it a notch higher. So with a good input, it is going to work. Yes. We are not requesting them to come in to ensure one of their own is elected.
Yeah.
What we are requesting to come in to do, they support somebody who at the end of the day will make the general public get the real materials, material facts. Yes. Not that we gag others.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's more of so that the government does not lose the information war.
Yes, because the information war.
I believe once the government loses the information war,
yes,
then there'll be, it's like a shot in the leg for them.
That's it.
So.
Yes.
Okay, moving forward, I think if there's someone who maybe watches and is in any way affiliated in that side of government, maybe if they see interest, maybe they'll reach out to you.
Yes.
You never know.
Yes.
Sawa. Let's now shift now and go to the current political developments that are happening in the country.
Yes.
Let's start with Siaya County.
Yes.
We're seeing some reports online that the Siaya County Governor James Orengo, he's ill or he's sick. But some people are saying that sickness might be caused by some poisoning. Some people are alleging that it happened during the event that happened at State House. But someone might wonder that event happened a long time ago. Why is it that now is the time that they're saying that Governor James Orengo was poisoned? Personally, for you, do you believe such a thing? How viable is it? And accusing such a thing happening in State House, which is the top house in the country, what kind of picture does that paint?
What I can say for a fact, I don't accept or deny. But from where I sit, Kenyans, we have bad manners. When I say Kenyans, we have bad manners, we've lost respect to our serious institutions of this country. This is the only one nation where somebody wakes up and talk anything about the presidency. This is one place where somebody just wakes up and talk shit about Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. This is one place where somebody wakes up and talk rubbish about a renowned clergyman in this country. Now, why am I saying that? The other day we did have Chan. It was rumors everywhere that the government was purported to abort all the entry tickets to deny those who are pro one term of accessing the stadium.
Yeah.
Really, do you have a machine measuring this one term, this second term? Do you have that? And two, how could they just buy these tickets and hold them and don't give it out? Because per se, if you checked the attendance in Kasarani Stadium, it was probably around 40,000 packed.
Yeah.
But the stadium is supposed to be packed 60,000. Are you getting that? So, if you get the way people are talking, Kenyans, our freedom of speech doesn't have a rider. You just talk what you think. It doesn't matter how your speech is infringing another person's right.
Yeah.
And so, if you try to ask somebody will tell you fundamental rights. So I don't know whether fundamental rights are due to the fact that when you talk, the other person doesn't have a right.
Yeah.
What I can say is for free. The Orengo being poisoned, I'm not here. I'm not there. And it is neither here nor there. Orengo is like you. Orengo is like Raila Odinga. Orengo is like Ruto. Orengo is like the fallen pope. He's immortal. He's mortal.
Yeah.
And when somebody is mortal, at one point you are prone to be sick. So, what is apparent here is very simple. Hakuna mali imesemekana, if you are in the position of authority, uwezi kuwa mgonjwa. Ukiwa mgonjwa, umekuwa poisoned. The other day, Bi Susan Keka alikuwa ameenda ng'ambo.
Yeah.
What did people didn't talk about? They talked, then at the end of the day they were saying Susan Keka anachukua pesa ya county kwenda kujifungua ng'ambo. Really, my status allows me.
Yeah.
If I want to go and have lunch in South Africa, why must you deny me? As long as I'm not infringing your right.
Yeah.
I'm not using your money. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the Siaya issue is just about our Kenyan bad manners. And this has been an advantage because Kenyans, we've had a system whereby we accommodate nonsense. Because tumetoa hizi versions as slander, assassination of characters. With us, it is no longer in the penal code. The other day, you did get Oroba saying that the clerk of the National Assembly assaulted her sexually. In fact, not even assault, slept with her. But now, when this step was taken forward, she's been slapped by 10 million fine.
Yeah.
You cannot justify. So, and because our serious leaders do not want to take every nitty-gritty step, so people have taken away with it.
Yeah.
So the Orengo issue, myself, if he's sick, I simply rest it. Orengo is sick like any other person, like me.
But,
so, yeah.
But now, you see that now that he's sick,
Yes.
it means that he has been away from his duties
Yes.
publicly as
Yes.
the governor. The people of Siaya are saying that they've not seen him publicly
Yes.
performing his duties.
Yes.
Considering that not too long ago, even we saw they had a disagreement
Yes.
with the deputy,
Yes.
Dr. William Oduol.
Yes.
That means that now Siaya County, they're like orphans. But now they're saying it has been left under the receivership, under the caretaker ownership of the speaker now.
Yes.
Having that Siaya County is the home county of
Yes.
Raila Odinga, who is the ODM leader and also a senior principal of Kenyan politics.
Yes.
How does that paint the image of ODM as a party, because they all come from ODM, and also the image of Raila Odinga?
It's a party or a leadership gap. All lacuna in the law is about ODM and where that geographical setup is.
Because looking at it, Mr. Aliet,
Yes.
we cannot assume, because if it's something that the William Oduol issue, if they wasn't able to solve it during that time, and now the governor is incapacitated, is not in a position to deliver his duties, then that means it affects ODM itself, because all the two leaders come from ODM party. We cannot shy away from that. And also looking at it critically, it's the home county of Raila Odinga. Or you want to say, do you believe that it has nothing to do with those connections?
From based on my level of understanding and my experience, one, let me be very clear to you. On structures of leadership of our devolved units, we don't have lacuna. That's one. Two, based on the structures that are there, we have the organogram of that county that mandates the deputy speaker to chip in when the governor is not there, the deputy governor. And in an event both of them are not there, the speaker will take charge, pending the progressive avenue that needs to be handled. Now, for now that Orengo is sick, I think it is not, there's no crisis in Siaya. Oduol, I don't know, because he's also been absent for quite a long time.
Yeah.
From the time it was more or less they sorted the issue, he's not come up to the limelight. Let me assume he's not there, because from that time, we've seen the speaker trying to attend one or two things. I think that is mandated in the law as they progress to handle the issues that are there.
Yeah.
Now, so I don't think there's need for much to be discussed there, because we've even had constituencies that have run for over 2 years without MPs because we didn't have IBC.
Yeah.
I don't think those constituencies have been folded up. Now, two, issue Raila and ODM per se, I don't think it is not a serious issue to me, because by virtue, that county is where our spiritual leader, Mr. Dr. Engineer Raila Odinga is coming from, the Right Honorable Prime Minister. That one does not immune the leadership that are there to have issues.
Yeah.
Yes, by virtue is coming from there. Because if at all it could be there, we could have not given relief food to Baringo County 3 months after Moi exited from the presidency. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Raila being is coming from that county, it's not an issue based on what is prevailing on the ground. Raila cannot stop Orengo to be sick.
Yeah.
Raila cannot stop disagreement of Orengo and Oduol. Because if anything, besides us working as a people, everybody has his personal aspirations. Like the way we stay in our houses. It doesn't mean if I'm a husband, my wife doesn't have ambitions. And the dreams of my wife, I cannot stop it by virtue she's married to me. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So there are aspects that are key in the society, and we should learn to live with them and accommodate them as such. Yes.
So you believe the people who are saying online that Raila ameshindwa ku sort out vitu zina happen kwa his doorstep, but he's busy sorting out the things that are happening in the Kenya Kwanza government through the broad-based government, una believe how they're just naysayers?
I cannot argue on such, reasoning being, if at all they could have given us a way out of how they expected Raila to behave, I could have discussed that. Because now, Orengo is sick.
Yeah.
Do you expect Raila to go and become the governor? Oduol and Orengo are disagreeing.
Yeah.
What do you expect Raila to do? Right now, you saw the way Sifuna was behaving, and is the SG of Raila's party.
Yeah.
Do you expect Raila now to wake up and tell Sifuna the early hours in the morning, wee hours, Sifuna, you should not pronounce yourself, you are not the Secretary General. Do you expect Raila to do that? In our society, there is a way of doing things.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? Then two, even if it was something that is solvable, that has immediate solution and it is at the fingertips of Raila Odinga, I don't think Raila should take trumpet and start blowing for people to know he's sorting the issue.
Yeah.
Yes. So like now, if Orengo is sick, what will people expect Raila to do? To tell Orengo, now that you are sick, do you take it over? And if that one is so, then he tells the speaker, go and take that cockroach is sick. It's that's what people expect Raila to do. What I can say, to me, Raila is a beach plot. Do you know how valuable a beach plot is? Raila is a beach plot. Raila is a gold medal. Reason why I'm saying that, in the Kenyan politics, you can never get even a speaking dog talking without mentioning Raila's name. I get that. And that's why I've told you I'm not able to discuss that, because what the answer they expected Raila to deliver, they've not told me.
Yeah.
Because according to the normal procedure, I think there's nothing Raila can do there. Are you getting that? In fact, the much Raila has done, if anything to go by, we did have the county government of Siaya trying to de-link from the national government through the president of that county, James Orengo. But Raila brought that sanity, and they ended up handling that issue with the national president of the country, Dr. Ruto. Are you getting that? Then at the same time, you did get the deputy of governor, and the governor were not seeing eye to eye. At the end of the day, it was handled amicably.
Yeah.
Are you getting that? So what else do people expect Raila to do? And that's why I've told you, the guy is just a beach plot. Everybody wants him at any given time to be with it. The only thing that they cannot afford to do is to have Raila as their husbands, Raila as their fathers. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But if at all that opportunity was there, even me, I could have long Raila to be my father. Who doesn't want to associate with success, my friend?
Yeah.
Like now, if at all, just that small seat I'm looking for there, if at all I could have gotten access to Raila Odinga, my friend.
Yeah.
You see, when people see us talk, like when we are supporting Mheshimiwa Ruto, they are saying we are doing because of Raila. If I can tell you, if somebody could have even given me a small step, just to touch even the coat of that mzee, the way yule mama alikuwa anatoka na damu, aliguza pindo la Yesu Kristo, ningefanya hiyo. Because I know it is associated by success.
Yeah.
Because like now, you can get me talking rubbish English. But that rubbish English, I believe with Raila Odinga, nikikashika koti kidogo, hiyo kizungu itakuwa safi. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So Raila is just a problem to everybody. Everybody is about Raila Odinga.
Yeah.
Even if we are told Ruto is not talking, they'll say, si uliona aliongea na Raila, amekuwa bubu. So that is Raila Odinga. Now some of us who've been proponent of Mzee for a long time, we are cognizant of that and we are very comfortable. We don't want to care much.
Yeah.
All it takes, as long as it's there, ambao pia najua Mungu pia anajua value yake, and that's why bado amemweka. We are just comfortable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so moving forward now, away from the Agwambo issue and the Siaya County issues, let's now go into another party which has been receiving turmoil in the recent past. DAP Kenya, party that the party leader is Ochino, who is a former CS and a long-serving Kenyan politician. Yes. We're seeing he's facing opposition from a member of his own party, the Trans Nzoia governor, Governor George Natembeya. Yes. Some people are saying that he should move out of that party. Some people are saying he's also the one who is instigating a move out of that party. Do you believe, has he become too powerful for the party, or does he believe that his ideology of the Tawe movement that he has been popularly known for is against the party leaders' ideologies, or why is there a talk of him anafaa toke kwa hiyo party? It's like chama ni ndogo kumshinda saizi kwenye imefika. Has he reached that point? What I can tell you for a fact, just the same way we were discussing the Oduola and the Orengo's issue, every individual has aspirations. You can never get somebody moving. Like I've created my time. I know you are worth, that's why I'm here. You've called me, you know why I'm worth, that's why you've called me. Natembeya and Eugene Wamalwa are 360 degrees out of phase.
360 degrees out of phase.
What
They are
do you
not
mean?
compatible. Natembeya is aggressive, administrative, and 2 is forthright. Natembeya wants to push an agenda that is viable for its people. He understands the language those people understands. Eugene Wamalwa is a Serelak boy. Not because he was given birth to during the Serelak period. Yani, he believes on having a soft spot. Now, this one is not even with Eugene alone. Even the senior Wamalwa, if you follow his history, Wamalwa is one person, people are going to the rally. He's glued to a TV watching cartoon. Until the session of the program is the third person to talk. That's when he's being summoned, he comes over, crazy. Just for that platform. But any other thing is not there. They're like you young people today, you don't want to sweat. You don't want to get tired. You want things on a silver plate. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So, Eugene is a Serelak boy. He always like comfort zone. Ni kama paka wa duka. Napata amelala huko juu ya gunia ya sukari. Ushaona? That is doing nothing there. So, and then Natembeya is a go-getter. Are you getting that? So, like now, the Tawi movement is a force to reckon with. And who is behind the Tawi movement? There are some people who are eagles. The gachaguas have spotted Natembeya. So he said, this is one guy we can work with. So what did he do? The Tawi movement has taken a float. Natembeya can no longer hold allegiance to Eugene. Because the other day I told you DAP is Uhuru's party. I repeat, DAP is Uhuru's party. These were mushrooming parties that were formed to bring what? To bring the Raila's what?
Influence.
Yes, no, to bring it to the Raila's coalition. So that they have so many people to negotiate, but they are just the same person. Are you getting what I'm saying? And now it has been overtaken by events. Now, Eugene wants to retain the party and he's not popularizing the party. He's going around with these other guys like a flower girl. So what do you expect Natembeya to do? Natembeya cannot sit there also waiting for Eugene. And the moment they realize Natembeya's ideology doesn't conform with theirs, what do? Push and pull. But at the end of the day, I can tell you for free, Natembeya is going to emerge the victor. Because he understands the language in the ground. The only hard part of it is that he's equally fighting Wetangula.
Yeah.
And Papa Waroma, the way he is, he's not popular and he's not development oriented, I can tell you. Are you getting that? But he is master the heart of that county.
Yeah.
His Bukusu countryman understands him. Hata kama afanyi ni mmoja wetu.
Yeah.
Are you getting what I'm saying? So, what is happening in DAPK is not something unique. One, Natembeya is aggressive, abrasive, and forthright. He's a go-getter. Eugene Wamalwa, Serelak boy. He believes on being given. Are you getting?
Yeah. So,
for them to bring sanity, they have to show Natembeya the door. But what is a party? The party is people. You show him the door, he goes with the people. You remain there with that name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if anything, even factoring money, now this DAP brought how many voters to Raila Odinga? This DAP thing. So that's why I tell you it is Ohuru's thing.
Yeah.
Natembeya Eugene will never do anything. And so, with the Tawi movement, the only thing, if Natembeya does, is going to continue to be relevant. Because politics is interest. I can tell you for free. Interest. If he aligns his interest well, he only has 2 versions, but there are 2 versions in one. He ensures this Tawi movement is enjoined with Ford Kenya, for Wetangula. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
But now the other problem, the Tawi movement gained traction because he was fighting Wetangula.
Yeah.
So, equally, he needs to do what? To align his aspirations and the Tawi movement with the current government. He's going to remain afloat.
But amekuwa akipigana na serikali. Serikali hata juzi imeenda EACC officials were in his residence walikuwa wanatafuta. I'm sure EACC is also is an independent body.
Yes.
But such a move in the Kenyan politics inaonekana ni kama serikali.
They are being weaponized.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. If I abuse you today, but of course I've abused you and I'm not a pushover. Then you show me the middle finger. Then I cower a little bit. Then we try to negotiate. Are we not going to be compatible? That is politics.
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
He only, because one thing that is true, fighting Ruto and the government is just trying to do what? To dig a hole with a needle. You might get that hole, but not as fast and quick as the way you want it.
Yeah.
And it may not come the way you want. And equally, even the needle can get broken before you finish. It will team up with us so that it remains very relevant. Because there, if you don't go that route, it's going to be an history. The way I told you, Sifuna is going to be relevant. He is going to be relevant.
If he does what?
If he doesn't style up, yes. You cannot come my house, then you start commanding my family. Yes.
Hey, so.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
I'm sure people watching watakuwa na very divergent opinions.
Yes.
But you ni yako kama
Yes.
Mr. George.
Yeah, you are right.
I'm sure there are a lot of people who are agreeing with you, and also there an equal number who are disagreeing with you.
Yes.
Finally, tumalize to the same issue ya Natembea.
Yes.
Kimaliza kabisa.
Yes.
If he exits, of which you said that he must exit sababu the ideologies are not matching up, what is the best move for him? Should he join a national party so that negotiate his way through that with the national outlook, or should he form a party and go with the slogan of Tawe movement that will be a regional party ya Luya community, such that by the time the elections inakuja 2027 akuwe na a strong party ya negotiate the national politics?
What makes the brand known as Natembea is ideals and what it stands for, and the way it disseminates its information and its coherence to the general, the people is addressing, the audience. And so that is calling, if at all I was Natembea's advisor, of course I'm a pro bono advisor through the online media, he should form his party. And for that party to be formed, he has to liaise with authority first, so that the Tawe movements get a nod. Tawe movement becomes a party. So he works through the arrangement with this own house. It's going to remain afloat.
Yeah.
Because, like, let me tell you, however much Papa Waroma is having influence, and they've managed that area for a very long time. Right now, the sheriff in town in that area is Natembea.
Yeah.
So all he needs to have is the influence and the network. He limits the enemies who are throwing salvos.
Yeah.
So if he does that, he's going to be good and he's going to go far. But if he alienates himself from the authority and comes up, meaning, and he walks into another arrangement that with him he doesn't work with power of attorney, it is a challenge to him. Yes.
How soon should he do it? Saizi ama towards 2027?
As soon as now. What is it? If he arranges, if he makes the missionaries, then they agree. Mheshimiwa Rais, mimi, the truth be told, mimi pia natafuta tu mkate.
Yeah.
Na hii mkate yangu nataka kufanya na wewe. Lakini sasa, siwezi ingia kupitia ndugu yangu Weta based on issues and dreams zangu. Lakini mimi nataka kufanya na wewe. Mimi nataka ni register hii Tawe movement because tayari inaeleweka on the ground.
Yeah.
Lakini nikisha register tu nikuje. Na nakuja without condition. Already I'm remained relevant. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what Natembea needs to do, according to me. That one will make him okay. Because equally, he's not a joke anyway. But sometimes, what has made him also to be so is the crown that is having. And that's why people are trying to crave for crowns.
Yeah.
You might have personal capacity, but if you don't have a crown, then you are just like any other person. But if you are crowned, now that one, that's what elevates your vigor and your potentiality. Yes.
I think that's very profound, but also in a way or two, it makes sense a lot here. So let's finish now with the empowerments that we have been seeing on the government side. We've seen Deputy President Kindiki has been leading empowerment programs in different parts of the countries, but some people are saying that ni kama anayefanya in specific regions, the Ukambani region, some parts of central region. Do you believe this is a genuine empowerment program, or is it a way of campaigning towards the 2027 elections, because kama anaenda kwa the regions that the government doesn't have so much popularity?
Perception wise, I'll go by what you are asking. I think you understand what you've asked.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Can you get an oasis in an island?
Or in a desert?
No, in an island. Oasis zinafanyika patikana kwa desert. Water point, a special water point. That's why we call it oasis in the desert. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, naturally, human being works well under threat. And that's why you went to school. It is only that your days and our days are different. Our days, we did have pathways going through the school.
Yeah.
There were times when you pass through a school, it is a ghost town. You might think in that area there's no life, and yet there are teachers and children in the school classes.
Yeah.
When is that? Exam is at the corner. That's the only time there's no noise making list. Utatafuta na utaandika.
Yes.
Kwa sababu kuna kitu kwako, kila mtu yuko glued kwa vitabu, hata mwenye haelewi. Because hata kama you are a storyteller, ukijaribu wachana na mimi. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So human being works well under threat. Now, what do you expect the government to do? I don't want to put it the way you are putting it, because at the end of the day, even this thing we castigate being called handouts.
Yeah.
Handout is as important as the normal projects you expect the government to do. I'm an MP is campaigning. To me, I don't need handouts. There's somebody that handout alone has made him or her to have 1 piece meal in a day. And so that handout is as important as any other thing.
Yeah.
Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So Kando are the long projects with the long strategic plans. This short strategic plan ikiwemo handouts is key. Somebody akipata hiyo 200, for example pale bunge tunapeana.
Yeah.
Uenda hiyo 200 ndio itakuamua hiyo familia from the previous day hawajaonja chochote. So it is key. So if the government decide to do a program the way they are doing it, it's okay. Are you getting that? Because, for example, when you want to give an advice, you cannot give an solicited advice. That advice is not going to help. You give an advice to a person who requires it. With the government projects, you have to zone and map out. And that's why, with the allocation of the funds from the exchequer, there are areas they consider to be given hardship allowances. Are you getting that? There are areas when they are doing allocation. Like if you check, like when we were participating in the third revenue division formula of the Senate to the counties, there were areas earmarked to be given equalization funds. Wanapewa pesa nyingi kando na the normal ones, kusudi iweze kuwasongeza karibu na wenzao. So when the government is running these projects, at one point, kando na kisiasa, they have to map out zile area ambao wanajisi tukipeana hii pesa ita add value. Like the same way, you can never do what? Go and start doing piped water in Runda. It is also you've allocated some good money to go and do piped water in Runda. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
You are going to do it if you feel you are going to do it. But utakuta imepewa a different name. Either ni upgrading, ushaona?
Yeah.
Ama whichever. Not that haiko. But when you take this one to Kambani, it has value.
Yeah.
And so, with the empowerment program, we might say it is not the best, but equally inasaidia. Kuna mtu leo ukimpa 10,000, my friend, amesema gwaheri to miserable life.
Yeah.
Hata kuwa tajiri, lakini kuna ile hali ametoka. Kuna yule ukimpa 10 million leo ni kama unamcheka. Ni vile tu haizi kukuregesha, lakini atauliza umenionaje. Lakini kuna yule ukimpa tao ngapi? 2. Tao 2. It's good to go. So the kind of empowerment the government does, whichever angle watu wanai-view, but it is an idea whose time has come.
Yeah.
I really say it is better than the pilferages we have in the country. Better hii pesa ipeane pale kuliko ikae idle watu waibe. Are you getting that?
Yeah.
So the areas they are doing it, kwa observers wanaweza sema it is a political scheme. And equally these people are politicians.
Yeah.
If you know this area, like when we are doing politics, we do mapping and we zone.
Yeah.
With the zoning and mapping, there are areas we classify to be red. The areas classified to be red are dead votes. The area classified to be swing votes, we put yellow. Meaning, we have to make a serious effort there so that at least not per se 80%, but if we can tell 50%, we are good to go.
Yeah.
Are you getting? So that's what even the empowerment program of the government is happening. Because there are things you cannot give them. But kind of the normal infrastructure, they need more beyond that.
Yeah.
Can you empower these people so that they can have a way of getting their running capital on daily basis? Yes.
Sasa,
yeah.
Shukran sana Mr. Aliet.
Yes.
Tumeshukuru for your time.
Yeah.
Na pia I hope tujakuweka sana because you are rushing somewhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
Niko sawa. Nimeshukuru sana for your time equally.
Yeah.
I think we are in the right course. Everybody hata akikufa in the line of duty, that is okay. I'm up to the task.
Yeah.
God willing, kile ninaweza sema mniombe na mnisaidie kulobi mbali ya kwamba mtapiga kura.
Yeah.
Tukipata hiyo nafasi, mimi naomba Mungu anipe hekima vile alimpa Solomon kusudi tuweze tukainua bunge to the next level with the sole intention of the general public getting the right product to consume.
Yeah.
Tusiwe a people who are just trying to build a country with a negative perception. Kwamba everything is impossible. If it is going to be impossible, then where are we going to stay next? It is either now we do what? We request the Almighty Father so that Kenya ikunjwe. Lakini kama itakunjwa, inatakana tuanze kuchukua the right trajectory in terms of giving the right information kusudi watu wawe participatory in terms of building this country despite the challenges that we have. Thank you.
Sasa, shukran sana.
Asante sana.
Okay.
Okay.
Sasa, and to our viewers who are watching and you haven't subscribed, tafadhali do so, hit the subscribe button, and also if this episode imekufurahisha na unajua inaweza furahisha a friend of yours, refer it to them, yeye pia aweze kuwatch, aweze kuwa educated in a few things about politics, especially the young guys who want to join politics, national level or even any other level of politics. I'm sure this is what our channel aims to do. I've been your host Ochino, the only Kenyan who's a man, a boy, and also a friend, and of course, keep it locked.